The month of October is National Anti-Bullying Awareness Month.
We are joined this morning by Gabriella Van Ray, who is an international activist, advocate, and author of an anti-bullying book. Gabriella, thanks so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me.
You have, the reason you're so passionate about this, for one reason, is that you were bullied as a kid.
Yes, definitely, but I'm more passionate in saving lives. I find when I heard that so many children under 10 are actually committing suicide, which we call bullycide today, I said to myself, we need to do something about this.
Now, I always thought that it seemed to me that bullying to a large extent must start at home. Do you think that's true, or does it start at school?
I think it starts at home. What I think is that we as adults are to blame because we've dropped the ball on human kindness. We're not kind. So when we come home, and I understand all this, we juggle jobs, we come home, and we say, before we know it, we've said something bad about either a race or something that we shouldn't have said, and our children are listening. And before we know it, they repeat that at school.
Okay, so this can help with us, the adults. So what should we do
We
at
have
home?
to start. First thing I would love educators and parents and friends to do is to become an active witness. Friends, for example, always know, and let's be truthful, we know someone that's been bullied or is the victim. Both aisles, we need to help. So that's step one. And step two is to recognize the signs. Both the bully and the victim have often the same signs. They just show it differently. There's a lot of isolation, and the bully acts out a lot. And third is an intervention. I would really like to see schools and counselors sit the bully and the victim down together, because often the bully gets vilified and the victim gets glorified, and I don't think the problem is solved by that. The problem is only solved when they actually understand that they both have a lot in common with each other, and they're both fearful.
When you talked about active witness, what does active witness mean?
Well, when I started this out 8 months ago, nobody seemed to understand bystander, especially the children. So I had to come up with another word. You have to be creative. So on the spot, I realized that active witness, they get that. It's being active, getting to talk, getting to be a dialogue. There's no dialogue between the parents and the educators. Have you seen the Bully movie? Any of you? No. Many not. And you know why? Because it stayed in theaters 3 or 4 days. It stayed too short. And again, that's one of the ways that we can get people to talk, is to actually see that. And the sad part is we think it's normal. The children hope it goes away, this day after day of bullying. And it's not normal if you're stabbed with a pencil every day in the school bus. It's just not normal.
And you were talking about how bullying is different than it was in your day. You may not only being stabbed with a pencil at school, but it's following you home with the internet.
Today with social media, it's really terrible. The latest case in Vancouver, British Columbia, where I'm from, with Amanda Todd, it's taken such, on social media now, the parents get vilified. So social media is not great, but again, parents, please help. When I see the hands go up in 3rd grade and they all have Facebook, we're in trouble.
Now, you have a couple little books with you. Tell us about those.
With All My Might is a book. It's my memoir about 3 dates of my life, which I talk about. And of course, I talk about bullying and standing out and not belonging, which I think we all have. And then this book is coming out in a month. I Can Find My Might. And this is for children, where I not only talk about the experience that they tell me, but my own experience told as a child.
Help them learn a little bit in their own lives. Well, thank you so much, Gabriella, for being here. And where can people find your books at Thursday?
Amazon is the easiest.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Now we're going to head out to New York for a look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.